Be a yardstick of quality. Some people aren't used to an environment where excellence is expected. Being the richest man in the cemetery doesn't matter to me. Going to bed at night saying we've done something wonderful, that's what matters to me. Creativity is just connecting things. Deciding what not to do is as important as deciding what to do. Design is a funny word. Some people think design means how it looks. But of course, if you dig deeper, it's really how it works. Design is not just what it looks like and feels like. Design is how it works. Details matter. It's worth waiting to get it right. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. A job worth doing is worth doing together. Don't be afraid to fail. It's the only way you're going to succeed. You're going to have to fail. If you want to innovate, don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. Great things in business are never done by one person, they're done by a team of people. I think if you do something and it turns out pretty good, then you should go do something else wonderful, not dwell on it for too long. I think the things you regret most in life are the things you didn't do. I want to put a ding in the universe. If you don't love something, you're not going to go the extra mile, work the extra weekend, challenge the status quo as much. If you really look closely, most overnight successes took a long time. I'm as proud of many of the things we haven't done as the things we have done. Innovation is saying no to 1,000 things. I'm as proud of many of the things we haven't done as the things we have done. I'm convinced that about half of what separates successful entrepreneurs from the not successful ones is pure perseverance. I'm convinced that the only thing that kept me going was that I loved what I did. You've got to find what you love. Innovation comes from people meeting up in the hallways or calling each other at 10:30 at night with a new idea, or because they realized something that shoots holes in how we've been thinking about a problem. Innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. It's more fun to be a pirate than to join the Navy. It's not a faith in technology. It's faith in people. It's not about money. It's about the people you have, how you're led, and how much you get it. It's really hard to design products by focus groups. A lot of times, people don't know what they want until you show it to them. My favorite things in life don't cost any money. It's really clear that the most precious resource we all have is time. My job is not to be easy on people. My job is to make them better. Quality is more important than quantity. One home run is much better than 2 doubles. Remember, customers don't know what they want until we've shown them. Remember, innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. Remember, the journey is the reward. Remember, we're here to put a dent in the universe. Otherwise, why else even be here? Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. You are already naked. There is no reason not to follow your heart. Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. Simple can be harder than complex. You have to work hard to get your thinking clean to make it simple. But it's worth it in the end because once you get there, you can move mountains. Sometimes life is going to hit you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. Sometimes when you innovate, you make mistakes. It is best to admit them quickly and get on with improving your other innovations. Stay hungry, stay foolish, and above all, stay curious. Stay hungry, stay foolish, and above all, stay young at heart. Stay hungry, stay foolish, and always challenge the status quo. Stay hungry, stay foolish, and be relentless in your pursuit of excellence. Stay hungry, stay foolish, and don't be afraid to break the rules. Stay hungry, stay foolish, and embrace failure as a stepping stone to success. Stay hungry, stay foolish, and have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. Stay hungry, stay foolish, and keep pushing the boundaries. Technology is nothing. What's important is that you have a faith in people, that they're basically good and smart, and if you give them tools, they'll do wonderful things with them. That's been one of my mantras: focus and simplicity. Simple can be harder than complex. You have to work hard to get your thinking clean to make it simple. The best way to predict the future is to invent it. The biggest innovation of the 21st century will be at the intersection of biology and technology. The journey is the reward. The most precious thing that we all have with us is time. The ones who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. The people who are doing the work are the moving force behind the Macintosh. My job is to create a space for them, to clear out the rest of the organization and keep it at bay. The people who think they are crazy enough to change the world are the ones who do. The products suck. There's no sex in them anymore. We don't get a chance to do that many things, and everyone should be really excellent. Because this is our life. We hire people who want to make the best things in the world. We're just enthusiastic about what we do. You can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking backward. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You can't get to where you want to be by doing what you're currently doing. You can't just ask customers what they want and then try to give that to them. By the time you get it built, they'll want something new. You can't look at the competition and say you're going to do it better. You have to look at the competition and say you're going to do it differently. You have to be burning with an idea, or a problem, or a wrong that you want to right. If you're not passionate enough from the start, you'll never stick it out. You have to trust in something: your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. This approach has never let me down, and it has made all the difference in my life. Your time is limited. Don't waste it living someone else's life. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. You've got to find what you love. You've got to start with the customer experience and work backward to the technology.